What is going on? My name is Mike, and this is all about pressure washing, the #1 pressure washing channel on YouTube. And today I'm going to ask you a very simple question. Are you charging too much for your pressure washing service? I get messages all the time from potential customers who receive a quote from me and they tell me the price is too high or they're going to get other estimates. This is an everyday occurrence, and this is a great thing. This means that my prices are not too low for my market. This means that I'm not hurting the market by ruining what other guys like myself who have worked so hard to do to elevate the business to a point where it's not a cheap service. It's not a $99 service, and it's not necessarily something that a homeowner can do themselves easily on the weekend, because we've taken it to the next level with professionalism, quality service, great marketing, and a customer base who understands the value that we offer and also understands the value isn't going to be cheap. It's going to be a fair price. It's going to be a reasonable price, but it's also going to be profitable for us because that's why we're in business. I know that you're not going to go out there and just give away your service. No one's going to do that. You're going to be paid for your time, your knowledge, your expertise, and the quality of work that you do. You're not going to go down on price just because your customers think that you should or they think you're too expensive. You know your worth. You know the value that you add. You also know that they could pay someone less, right? But they're not going to get the same service level or the same experience. So why lower your price? You wouldn't, you shouldn't, and hopefully you don't, because you set that price for a reason, and it's based on your numbers. It's based on your overhead. It's not just some random number that you pulled out of the air. It's pricing with a purpose, and if you waver from that, you're going to lose money. You're going to devalue your service in the eyes of your customer. Your reputation is diminished because the customer now knows that you're going to work for less, and that's not how you want to position your business. So we're going to talk a little bit more about pricing expectations and what's fair, but I wanted to let you know that WashCon is right around the corner. We just added a few more tickets for the VIP roundtable the third day because that sold out so fast. We also have less than 40 regular tickets left. The event's in Nashville on February 11th and 12th. VIP is on the 13th. Click the link below for more info. And if you want to be entered to win a free standard ticket, click the second link below. This will get one lucky person entry into the event, but only paid tickets are entered to win the $28,000 Southeast Soft Wash trailer that we're giving away then. So knowing your worth, knowing your value, and charging accordingly is what every smart business owner needs to do in order to be successful, right? Part of that is knowing that not everyone out there that calls you for a price is a good customer for your business. In fact, there are going to be way more people that are not your customers than there are that are going to be good customers. And it's your job to figure out who you want to be working for. Do you want to be working for that price shopper? And to be clear, there's a big difference between broke customers and cheap customers. I'm not talking about customers that simply can't afford you. I'm talking about the customers that are more interested in getting the best deal over the best service. That's not who we want to work for. And this is why you need to know who your ideal customer is. Some of you guys might be saying, well, I got to start somewhere, right? I'm brand new. And I don't see anything wrong with lowering your pricing until you've generated enough revenue to keep the lights on and the trucks running, right? But at some point, you need to figure out how to increase your perceived value if you ever want to turn a real profit. Another thing to think about is your customers want a positive ROI, right? And so should you. That's why we're in business. I say it all the time. Your time is valuable. Don't give it away for free. Most customers want to know that their money is being spent wisely and that they're getting a good return on their investment. And you should too. As a small business owner, your time is money. If you average, say, $100 per hour and you spend 9 hours on a $500 job, you're essentially losing $400. Don't lose sight of your numbers. Cheap customers are bad customers. We take on jobs of all shapes and sizes. Cheap isn't about the total dollar value, but the amount of work you're doing in relation to how much the client is willing to pay you to do it. Super competitive pricing attracts a lot of cheapskates, and these guys typically don't last long, right? I love when a customer tells me that the last guy did it for $200. I tell them to call him, and they always say he isn't in business anymore or his phone's off. And I love that because then I explain he's out of business for a reason because he didn't charge you enough. Also, cheap clients tend to be very demanding, so in most cases, they require the same amount of work as higher paying clients, sometimes more. The last thing is, if you don't believe that you're worth it, neither are your customers. Your perceived value ultimately depends on how much you value yourself. The customers you get are the customers that that you deserve. If you want high-end customers, then stop targeting the ones that can't afford you. The hiring process needs to work both ways. Don't feel obligated to take every customer on that calls. Instead, only take the customers that fit what you're looking for. Once you build up a solid customer base, your retention rate is good, you can then afford to be a little bit more selective when hiring your customers. This means you're more likely to get paid for what you feel that you deserve. Remember that we're hired guns out here, right? We're not employees. We have a job to do, and if we do it, we get paid, plain and simple. There will always be someone out there that can do the job for less. It doesn't mean you need to lower your prices to compete. Instead, focus on building out your skill set and improving the quality of your work. The rest is going to come naturally. Don't forget to check out the WashCon link and register to win that free ticket. Hope this video helped, and I hope you have a great day.